Greetings, traveler.
All right, here we go, chat. So we got ourselves a Jeef game where he's highlighting the new OP strategy for this meta. The anomaly is one where you get an extra chronom. We start with whack toggle. This hero actually got quite a bit better. So this used to be just you get stats based on the minion's tier. So it's menagerie, right? So every type gets stats based on the minion's tier. But now it changed where every 10 gold you spend, it just gives an extra 1/1. So it starts at +1/+1 in the beginning, and then just keeps going up. Now the reason why that's better is you don't really need more than 1/1 in the beginning to win your fights anyway. If all your minions have +1/+1, probably going to be winning fights. So if that's the case, you don't really lose out anything early. And then by the time you have those high tier minions, you're already on like the +3/+3, +4/+4 anyway. So it's just overall much better. This is such a Hooktail. This is such a smooth early game for Jeef. He might just take the big minion because he doesn't want to cast spells, but Hooktail is so good. So we had the double Sally earlier, which gave us 1 extra gold on this turn, which then allowed us to level sell and use the search through time, which is such a nice one. See through time. I always confuse those two. I don't know which one it is. Money Pirate's very good. I think I just take the roll here. I was considering Cyclone instead of rolling. That's interesting. I think I just take a roll here. I think I would be optimistic enough. But he wants to have the type for the menagerie buffs, it seems. I did not think that would be good enough, but it is getting, what is it, 3/3 or 4/4? 3/3. So +3/+, I don't know, is that good enough? Adding Soulwinder. Funny, he's like not looking at Pagel. But he has an extra chronom, right, he has an extra chronom. Sporebat, is it a mech lobby? No, so no photobomber. Gets the hero power for the droplets. Could be Carapace, honestly. He has Hooktail, yeah. Because the tree is good tempo, but tempo only matters if you are going to be winning the fight instead of losing the fight because of it. That's a very good way to think about extra tempo. Because if you add more tempo... Oh, he doesn't get the Carapace. If you add more tempo to your board in a position where you would already win the fight, that's wasted money, right? And then it's better to invest into something that is better long-term. So he's declining the... he's getting the free rerolls. He just declined... I want to just highlight that, by the way. That's so... Like, how many people do that here? I'm not saying like no other high level player would do this, right? But like almost every casual player here is going to be forcing Carapace. And it's not even a force because you have a Geist and you have a Carapace and you're on 44 HP. So in this particular shop, like I can safely say that I think like 95+% of players, or let's say players that understand this combo, right? Because you might be like so new that you don't know Carapace comp, right? Which is totally fair, right? But like from the moment you're good enough to understand Carapace comp, I think like 95% is like hard committing into Carapace here, which I don't think is that crazy. But Jeef is trying to get something even better, and also he doesn't have Titus, and if you don't have Titus, it doesn't scale that fast, so it's still a little scary. This is something Jeef does quite often. He plays the Rylak with the free rerolls. So that's a fun little combo. He has the... he's skipping Industrious Deckhands too, but that's probably because he has value already, right? He already has his Rylak with the Reborn. He already has Sporebat. Honestly, triggering Sporebat is not even bad here. Because he has Hooktail, right? So getting 2 spells is fine. But 2 rolls. Yeah, I mean, would you rather have 2 free rerolls or a spell? You'd rather have a random spell, I think, at this stage. But it's, I mean, it doesn't matter. Alright, so super clean setup now. Where he's still not taking damage. So his tempo is high enough. And he's also in a spot where he has the... Ooh, so he skips the second Rylak here, which makes a lot of sense because he only has 1 battle cry and Golden Rylak doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I love that. Cycle the money to get the gold spent for the hero power and then play the and then get the hero power in for the Golden Macaw. So He skipped Shore Marauder there for Tethys. Shore Marauder does work with Hooktail, but he just wants more money, right? So this is something that Jeef does all the time, where it's get strong enough to not take too much damage, which has been very good for him, right? He has not taken any damage essentially. And from that point on, it's get infinite resources and then use infinite resources to build the theoretical strongest comp in the lobby and win the game and then repeat. This is why Jeef gets so many first places instead of just like top fours and just doing okay. Okay, he's going for the discover, so he knew he won. Okay, I see why this is on YouTube. Well, turns out that Macaw Rylak is significantly better with a golden Deios, chat. I didn't know that. You guys know that? That's crazy, right? All right, anyways, yeah, okay, that changes everything. So he lost this fight now, which is totally fine because he was giga healthy. Has a lot of free rerolls now, has a golden Deios, so the chance that he has infinite gold from this point on is very high. So he's already achieved that goal, which we talked about earlier, right? He has that pattern where it's get strong enough so you don't take damage. From that position, get into a spot where you have infinite gold, and with infinite gold, build a theoretically best comp in the lobby. So he's already on step 2 here, where he has that infinite gold, because he got lucky and he stole a golden Deios, right? That's true. But he would have probably gotten there even without, because he already had a bunch of rerolls. He had the Tethys on his board, and he could have just rolled into Bran, and that would give him a ton of gold already. So our free rerolls are gone, but he does have a spell for more, and every battle cry he hits is just going to give him more value here. So we can see that he wasn't that interested in the Felhorn yet, but he is having to go fast here. So this is like, I know what he's going to end up playing, because that's sort of the whole point of the video. We're exploring the new overpowered strategy in this particular meta. But he's still like getting like Nuzaos and stuff, but he has to play, he just has to play fast, right? It's hard to be super like on point with exactly what you're buying and what you're selling. So much money this early on in the game. So second battle cry could be cool. Changing hero power here shouldn't really matter. All right, missed playing the Leroy, but it's okay. He's on 37, so he can take his 15 this turn. You can very clearly see that this turn he was just getting his full setup online, right? Because now he has so many free rerolls. Right. Look at this, chat. Because the reason why it goes off so many times is he gets Rally ×3, Battle Cry ×3, Death Rattle ×3. And he has all of those, right? The Macaw is a Rally, the Rylak is a Death Rattle, the Anomaly is a Battle Cry. So all of them are ×3. So you can see in the bottom how many free rerolls he has. So bro is not paying for another reroll for a very, very long time. Because the Macaw died, but the Rylak will still trigger here. And it's like a Moira, right? So 252 free rerolls. Ooh, mama. 250 rerolls in one fight! In one fight! All right, he has Goldenizer. He can golden his battle cry for more free rerolls, and he's gonna do it because why the f not? But it's so funny because it's just so, it feels pointless. So now time, right? Time is his limiting factor. Okay, he is setting up the Rylak Felhorn thing. Now, so the thing is, he does not have infinite gold, right? Ooh, wait. Tamsin when you're already running Macaw is illegal. But now it's a bit of a headache, right? So he needs to buy that battle cry for more money, right? Because he's running out of gold. He does not run out of free rerolls, but he still needs gold. Okay, so he has golden thingy. More Felhorn. Do we sell Tethys or not? I guess we don't, right? Okay, so now he's quitting out of the fight because his animations will go on forever. So this is something that is a little frowned upon in general, where people disconnect to gain more time. But here, I believe that it's totally fair because the animations are so long. Because you saw that earlier, right? When the Macaw attacks, it's like, the Deios is like, I'm tripling your battle cry, I'm tripling your death rattle, I'm tripling your rally. And now it's going to happen for 2 battle cries. And not only that, the Felhorn is going to trigger and damage the board. And then every time it damages the board, the Lord of Ruins is going to trigger off that as well. So it's like, it's just, oh my god, right? It just doesn't end. So these are essentially unlimited animations that are happening. We have 447 free rerolls. So it's probably time to pick up another Felhorn and just run 2 Felhorns with a Rylak. Or just add, yeah, just add a golden Titus. We have hero power for that Titus, by the way, but we also have enough money that we can just keep rolling. Oh, we're gonna double Rylak? Interesting. I guess we have another reborn. It can be a reborn Rylak, sure. What are we selling then? Oh, I guess we sell Anomaly and we run Rylak and Titus, right? That makes sense. That would make sense, yeah. So he could already sell Anomaly to reborn the other Rylak if he cares. It's gonna just skip it. Yeah, that's fair. He found a Felhorn. That's great. Wait, are we running that other Rylak then? Because if we're running 2 Felhorns, he already has an Eyes. I think he forgot about it. He's reborning the Felhorn to play around Cleave, I guess. That's fair. Probably selling Rylak because it's too big. Oh. I mean, you have Macaw. It's not bad to have a big Rylak. Especially versus Alakiru as Wind Fury. I doubt he's going to sell the Rylak to make it smaller. I don't think that makes sense. From 413 rerolls to 415 for the small price of 1 gold, which normally is completely worth it if you don't have 400 free rerolls. So that is just pure muscle memory that we just saw there. All right, that is pure muscle memory. Jeef is not consciously saying there like, I really want to trade 1 gold for 2 rolls. That's not what's happening. That is pure muscle memory. I guess we're just holding the other Rylak, yeah. But I wonder what it's for, because the board looks pretty good. Ooh, Eyes the other thing, Eyes the other thing. No! Why are we not eyesing it? Wait, is it better to run double Rylak than to run... No, it's better to run another battle cry, right? Look at this, chat. Look at this. This is the new meta. I hope you guys are ready to play this until they nerf it. But just be ready to skip your fights, apparently, because it's... Well, if you happen to find yourself with a golden Deios on the board, right? And the thing is, he's also gaining some permanent scaling, right? Every time he plays that Felhorn. I guess that could be a thing as to why he doesn't want to golden it. Ooh, you can buy the other one and just like get perma scaling. But is he just rolling for another Titus at this point? Oh, and golden Lord of Ruins, of course. Yeah. Felhorn has some perma stats. I do like that. Yeah. Ooh, Lord of Ruins skipped. Oops. Yeah, buy the free rerolls. Let's go. Yeah, I think it's just Lord of Ruins now, right? I must have forgotten about Zephyrus. No, but he has so many rolls. Why not just roll? You can just find it without having to use your hero power. And then you can always use it if you really can't find anything. So let's say if he finds another Lord of Ruins here, and then he rolls and he can't find it, he can hero power it. Oh, there we go. There we go. But you can see that he has 350 rolls left here. Yeah, and by tripling it manually, he actually gains way more triggers. I guess you can reborn it. But does it make sense? Isn't the Macaw worse? Oh, you're running 2 anyway. Wait, you're not running Golden Titus? Is that better? Is that better? Just... Oh, he's trying to set up Tamsin, of course. I'm an idiot. I'm actually just an idiot. Yeah. He's trying to set up Tamsin. Yeah. Okay. So he would have to buff the Titus. Okay. Okay, so his Rylak is in the wrong spot if he cares about Tamsin. Because if he plays Titus will be his lowest attack unit. So he wants that Rylak to be the lowest attack unit. So he can eyes that though, right? That's not a problem. Oh, 2020 on the golden Rylak so that he can run Titus? Wait, but is the Titus big enough? He needs the Titus to be more than... Oh, but it was buffed, right? He bought one from the right side? Yeah, okay. This makes sense now. This makes sense. So now he can run Titus with the golden Rylak being the smallest unit. So what's gonna happen here, and it's quite... He can't cycle that Felhorn, right? Because that'll buff it. Right, Jeef? Right? Right? You can't, right? Okay, so I'm gonna explain what the plan is here. Tamsin hero power at the start of combat gives a death rattle to your lowest attack minion. The death rattle says when this dies, you give its stats to the rest of the board. So the idea here is that Macaw is going to trigger that death rattle, but he's also going to trigger the regular death rattle of the Rylak, which is going to buff the board like crazy. So that Rylak is not going to be just 20 stats. It's going to be far, far, far bigger when the Tamsin effect goes off. And then he has Golden Deios on that. He has Golden Deios on that. Whatchamacallit? On that Macaw and on all the death rattle stuff. He's untaunting it because he wants it to be alive when the Macaw goes off, which means we have to taunt a reborn Felhorn, I'm guessing. We did taunt, yeah. We did skip a taunt earlier, but that's fine, doesn't matter. Man, this is some high level stuff. I'm glad I'm watching this before I'm playing. Because, I mean, obviously this is Tamsin specifically, but I'm already picking up some small stuff here and there. Where's the beetle, or is he trying to find something else? He's not trying to play Shimmermoth. He's playing Lord of Ruins. Just watch the fight. Actually, probably don't watch the fight because he's going to skip the fights, but this is far, far, far bigger than Shimmermoth. Wait, why are we not? Oh, we're not running Titus yet because we don't have to. Yeah, I mean, he's on 27. He is super big and he just doesn't have the board lock himself. Okay, so just watch the board now, right? When that Rylak is triggering. Because first the Rylak is triggering its normal death rattle, which is gonna buff the board. And then it's going to get a Tamsin proc. I hope that he lets this play out so we can see. I think he is trying to show the audience here, right? Jeef is like, now that the Tamsin is triggering, no, he's like, get him out. It's too long. He can't even show it. He can't even show it. That's actually so sad. It's like raw, like he won't have a turn. He won't have a turn if he keeps it, which is such a stupid consideration, right? Like, oh, if I watch my animation, I won't have a turn here. Because we were waiting for that Tamsin to go off, and I don't think we were even close, right? So he's looking for not new hero power. What's he looking for? Because we see him rolling, and we see him buy the new spell quite frequently, right? I wonder what he's rolling for. Because he already has 2020 on his Rylak, right? So he doesn't need another 2020 from... Or for the other Felhorn? Oh, he wants to play... Oh, he wants to play double... No. Okay, I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna, like, do my cheat code. Oh no, there's music. Dude, every time I get baited, I can't listen in. He played it before his turn was over, so it got buffed. But it's 24-25, it'll always get it, right? And the Titus is bigger than 20. Okay. Like, I'm not doubting that he needs it. I just don't see why he needs it. Why does he need another 2020? The smile Rylak got it because he had 4-5. Yeah, but isn't he just dropping Titus on the board here? Doesn't he just drop a Titus and it's good? It's fine? Just so that he can cycle the Felhorn from hand. I mean, that's a lot of work for not really needing it. Oh man, dude, so many free rerolls. This is so funny. Maybe he's trying to do a funny. Maybe. Because the Titus is 40-40, right? So the Rylak is already the smallest one on the board. It's always getting the Tams and proc. Taunt Rylak. No, he wants to untaunt the Rylak. Because he wants the Rylak to be alive when the Macaw goes off. Because the Rylak will not reborn with the Tams and Death Rattle. That's the thing, right? So what's happening at the start of combat is he gets the Tams and Death Rattle on this Rylak, right? So this 24-26 Rylak gets the Tams and Death Rattle. Which means that he gets that. He wants to cycle Felhorn to play around New Zao. To play around New Zao. Okay. So he wants to play around New Zao and get slightly bigger on his Titus. Fair. See, this is the thing, right? Jeef is just thinking like, okay, what is the absolute like way somebody beats this? Oh, somebody has Wind Fury New Zao and it somehow kills my Titus and my but okay, how much stats are you gaining from playing Felhorn? I guess I need to see that, right? Maybe I'm underestimating just how big the board gets when he plays Felhorn. Now I'm actually hoping that he finds the 2020 spell so that I can see how many stats he's gaining, because this Deios already has 194 HP. So, like, if it's not a significant gain, is it really gonna matter? He's down to only 130 rolls, chat. Only 130, which is funny, but that's actually good. That's actually well played. Like, he's... It's a funny shot. Like, there's he had 400 plus, right? That's a lot of rolls. Imagine if this was an Acid Rain game. Okay, he's got a pair of pants. That's to taunt the other one, right? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess it can always make the difference, right? Because let's say the New Zao deals 200 damage. Playing the Felhorn would have pulled the Deios out of that New Zao range then. He's even playing around Cleave, where he realizes that if the Deios and the Lord of Ruins survive, that's good enough. But if the Titus and the Deios survive and there's no Lord of Ruins, it does nothing. So he needs Lord of Ruins to be alive. So he's essentially sacrificing his golden Titus into Cleave because it's less painful than losing the Lord of Ruins or the Deios, which is hilarious. Okay. So he even has another Pants in his hand, right? Even has another Pants in his hand to taunt that new Felhorn. He's so ready. Hey, Anadil, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Very, very much appreciated. Okay. Yeah, now I just want to see him hit the 2020 it's so funny, right? Like, he doesn't need it in like the vast majority of cases. But it's still interesting to see what Jeef's brain does in this particular spot, right? He just instantly jumps to, okay, what is the only way I die here? Oh, Wind Fury Nuzao. Okay, so I need to just make my board bigger. Okay, my opponent doesn't have Wind Fury Nuzao. Okay, let's watch the fight, Jeef. You don't need another turn. Your opponent is actually just dead. Let's just watch that. Didn't he roll over one? Allegedly. All right. Look at him buffs, baby. Look at him go. This is just the Lord of Ruins buffs, by the way. This is just the Lord of Ruins. He hasn't gotten to Tamsin yet. This is a Tamsin proc. Okay, now we have, what is this? 30,000 stats? I think so, right? But this Rylak got bigger. So now we're going to Tamsin proc again. Because we've got the golden one, right? Rally procced again here. How many rally procs is he getting? Is it 6? Is it 6 rally procs? I think he's getting 6, right? So this is 2 out of 6. This is 3 out of 6. 4 out of 6. No, not yet. Every time we see that Tamsin animation, we know he's in the new one. 5 out of 6? I think this is the last one, Chad. Boom! And Wind Fury, we go again! Sorry, it's actually 12. 12 rally procs. So you can see why he wasn't watching his fights, by the way. It would have actually had 0 seconds on his turn. Like, he would have just straight up had 0 seconds. Like, he would go in the shop and the rope would just be like, boom, we're done. Next fight. All right, chat. So Jeef was actually able to pull this off twice in a very short span of time. So the editor is spoiling us with a double whammy. I do want to see this because we saw how he got it online with the Deios, but now I want to see. Can you fill for lambs, maybe? Okay, Jeef. Okay, wait, it's double header and he needs to attack, so he gets double Wind Fury. That's so good. Anyways, we saw what it looks like with a Tamsin hero power and a golden Deios, but I still want to watch the other one because, okay, how good is it really if we don't have a golden Deios and we don't have a Tamsin hero power? So that's definitely something I'm interested in watching. Okay, so he went for the level here instead of the double header on that thing, because if it triples the cycle, and it probably just sucks, right? He needs to activate Pilfered Lambs, and he will have to sell his 1-drops anyway. So by playing the spell, he just has a chance to triple the thing, which sucks. We're freezing here because we want to buy double Sally next turn, and we're playing Rover now because it's really strong. Okay. That's fair. My god. He says, bro, I broke the game. Yeah, it's not his first rodeo. Double Rover is also very good for the quest here. And he's questing so fast. The freeze on the Sally was also good because it allows him to level while filling his board. Generally speaking, in doubleheader, you're super excited to buy economy early, right? So stuff like Tats, Elemental, these are huge cards. Okay, the opponent has an Orcas, so we're not winning this. But we're getting some Wind Fury hits. We're halfway done with Pilfered Lamps on turn 4. That is not bad. That is not bad. Double oil is fun. His board is kind of full, so he could double oil. He also has free rerolls, though. There we go. So he's gonna take 1 roll now, so that if he had something good here, wouldn't waste the gold. Yeah, 1 more, I think. He's like, ooh, Felhorn OP. Are we gonna buff? Ooh, he's going to buff the Wind Furies this turn. So that is going to slow down his quest unless the Wind Furies, you know, get so big that they're actually surviving here. Alright, so we get Giga punished for that decision. Which doesn't mean it's a wrong decision. It just did not work out. So he lost his Wind Fury credits for the quest. And he got no scaling with the green thumb. Sire Buddy every turn. Terran Hero Power, Rag. He's on 17. He needs tempo, right? Yes. So this is also where Jeef excels, where he's able to look at the situation, and instead of just saying, ooh, Sire Buddy every turn, that's nice, he's like, okay, what do I need? Well, I'm on 17, and I've got Pilfered Lambs. How about I start by not dying first, by gaining some tempo, and then I can use my Pilfered Lambs later. Take some Macaw. So we see that he's not looking for that Felhorn early, by the way. And we know he knows it's good, right? So because he's already just popped off in the previous one. So this is what I wanted to see. Like, what does Jeef prioritize? What is he going for? And you can really tell that he does follow that order that we talked about, where it's first you make sure that you're not dying and that you go stable. Picking up economy where you can to use that economy to get stronger. And then afterwards, it's get to infinite gold if possible, which he did with the Rylak and the rerolls in last game, and then build the theoretical strongest comp. So when we see him offered these tier 3 battlecry guys that he so, you know, he just destroyed the lobby with in the previous game, he's not looking at that. He's like, it's not something I want right now. Because it doesn't fit what he's trying to build, right? He's trying to build that strong board, and he doesn't want to pick up a combo piece too early because it's not really going to make him strong. He first needs to survive, and it's why he's so consistent as well. And I've been applying this more to my own games, where you kind of just pull the pressure off yourself a little bit, where you say, okay, I don't need to build that comp yet right now, I just need to survive. Casually gets 3 triples on his Pilfered Lambs turn, so very well set up. Probably okay to take the Lord of Ruins now, because you can use the Lord of Ruins to stabilize. Gets 2 beasts here. Felhorn with the Ruins will already buff you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now that he has it, now he can do it, right? Oh, it's so cheating, man. When Pilfered Lambs means that you get a triple when you have a double. For anyone who has never played with that quest. Macaw works with the Felhorn, yeah. So Macaw, Felhorn, and then this thing. Okay, he's getting the Golden Spiked Savior. Oh, he doesn't want to... okay, I guess he has enough stats, yeah. So he's going to use the Macaw on the Beast to get more value, because he has Golden Lord of Ruins with that Felhorn, which already buffs his board like crazy. Also Golden Trigor, huge tempo. So he set this up really well, where he was losing really hard, got very low, very weak, and then went for the 6s, power spiked, and now he's able to move towards that comp. We might even see him skip sort of the infinite money step here, but that's just I guess he's not skip, right? He's just waiting until he gets Bran. And once he gets Golden Bran, he's in the infinite money stage. Yeah. But he was able to hit a lot of the comp before he went infinite money, if that makes sense. Oof, okay, so Drakari Macaw. Dude, Pilfered Lamps and Doubleheader is so cheat, bro. It's an instant Golden Drakari. Damn. So... he's still trying to go Rylak, I think, right? Yeah. That reroll, that tells us everything we gotta know. It's so funny, right? I'm about to get a bunch of free rerolls. Let me sell this stupid Acid Rain card. Now, his right side isn't buffed, so totally get it, right? Okay, well, he's... no Rylak, so he's... well, he does have a Rylak. Huh, he didn't want to keep it. He did not want to keep it with the Rylak. I guess he is on 7. Maybe it's a little too greedy. Huh. This Milk and Beasts here. Yeah, we have Golden Drakari on the Felhorn, yeah. And then the hero power on the Rylak gives him 2 beasts. Okay. So he's trying to juggle this, right? Like, how much is too much tempo? How much is too greedy? And he essentially deemed that going Rylak with the free rerolls right now is too greedy. Because he has the Drakari Murkai to buff. But I think ultimately he'll want to play Rylak anyway, because Rylak will interact with Drakari. He won't have to keep Murkai. He won't have to keep Drakari. Sorry, Rylak will interact with Titus. He won't have to keep Murkai. He won't have to keep Drakari. And then he can just run Bran, Titus, Macaw. But very interesting how he was keeping this golden shark for so long, which also, you know, that's great. But that's a tricky move to do. That's not so easy to just say, oh, I can keep this golden shark here. I think a lot of people would have felt pressured to so many triples. I think a lot of people would have felt pressured to sell the shark, right, to go full tempo. But also with pilfered lamps, it's so easy to get that extra value here. Okay. We're getting that extra money. I wonder what he's selling here. Are we gonna really keep this Drakari Murkai thing? Okay, out of shark. Yeah, has enough money now. Ugh, that bug is so funny. And then overconfidence here. Selling both the Murkais. Oh, wait. Right. That is so much money. He's going to play the overconfidence Magic Fin next to the Murkai with the golden Drakari. And then... oh no, he's going into Macaw. It's better. Which means the Rylak has to be sold, right? Sorry, not the Rylak, the Drakari. Sell Drakari? Sell Drakari, right? To play the Battleground? Wait, what are we doing? Wait, why do we care about Drakari? Oh, because we didn't have a board space? We have a board space anyway, right? Look at the counter in the bottom. It's so... You can really follow his play pattern if you break it down, right? What Jeef does oftentimes looks like magic. And I'm not saying like, oh, now that you understand the pattern, you too can play like Jeef. Of course not. It's one thing to understand what he's doing. It's another to actually be able to do it. But you can see that he follows that pattern, right? Of like, get strong while accumulating some economy so you can continue to get stronger. And then get into a point where you have infinite gold point achieved, then use infinite gold to move into the theoretical strongest comp, proceed to win the lobby. It's so common how this happens. And then the plan B is, I was not able to get the infinite gold, I'm going full scam. Alright, so if he's not able to get into the infinite gold situation, then it's a full scam scenario. And that is such an effective way to protect your MMR. Because you're getting first place in the games where it's possible, and then you're just taking a bunch of second places with a good scam board. Alright, he's gonna go for double. He does have golden. So he's gonna lose some gold next turn, I guess. Unless he has another economy thing he's willing to set next to the guy. The golden Macaw already has reborn, so now he can just does he need two? Brand nice. Another Felhorn would have been nice, unfortunately. He's just gonna clone for... yeah, that's such a like sad play, but it doesn't matter. Okay, he's gonna sell the Macaw now that he has Rarran. He doesn't need to. The Terran hero power. Okay, so he missed that money, but we have golden brand. We don't care. So when you have Terran hero power, he doesn't even have to be afraid of the new Zhao counter anymore, because start of combat he will buff before the opponent has a chance to snipe him. Yeah, it's really cool to see that just broken down. Like, okay, we do this, then we do this, then we do this. I'm gonna try to be just more mindful of that in my own games. Now, again, don't be fooled, right? You can get inspired by this, which is great. But you should still realize what he does is actually very, very hard. It's not because you understand what he's doing that you will you'll be able to do it. But it's good to see. So now he's gonna play that free reroll next to the Rylak because he's already strong enough. He also bought new hero power. That's for when his board is fully golden, so I guess right about now. Man, so much money. I guess he has the stats, right? I don't think he needs to. Like, he can run the free rerolls for one turn. He can just make a second golden Lord of Ruins here. Yeah, we probably... Oh, so dumb. Oh, he's gonna go for golden Nu Zhao instead. Okay. So no second golden Lord of Ruins, I'm guessing. What would you sell if you run Nu Zhao? Maybe the Nu Zhao is there in case somebody's playing frogs or something, right? So you played a refreshing anomaly next to the Rylak for this fight, I'm guessing. And then you could sell that next turn, and then you can add Nu Zhao and not run your second Lord of Ruins or your second Felhorn. Because Felhorn here does make sense because it's a golden Rylak, right? You can play a second battle cry. Okay, time to switch to hero powers. Tess is not bad, but there's not much he's looking for. Whoo, Shutterwalk. Shutterwalk the rolls. Shutterwalk the rolls. Do it. Do it. He doesn't need to do it. Alright. He's just buying beetles. Okay, but he's not popping them. Interesting. Pop, 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 pop. And the funny thing is that it's just the Terran hero power, right? He still has the Rylak that needs to go off with the Macaw. Pop, 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 pop. The funny thing is also that this is just not close to anywhere near the rerolls he was farming last time. Well, I guess it's kind of close, let's be honest. It'd be disingenuous to say it's not close, but he had golden Deios last time, so he got over 400 rerolls in the fight. I think he got 450 in a fight or something. Yeah, figure out what beats your comp and then get the counter. And yeah, having Nu Zhao ready for if you are fighting a frog comp, or what else would counter you here? Maybe like 6/6 sick undeads. There's no stun trick, right? Man, very, very cool board again. So yeah, you can see here that the Tams and hero power, not necessary. Just the Lord of Ruins plus the Felhorn interaction, so nice. Needs poets. Oh, that is a lot of board space though. You have to run a poet and you have to run an atrocity. You have to cut two things. I don't think you would do that. Like, you kind of need your board space when you're doing this, right? So he's rolling for new hero power? Yeah. The Shutterwalk is so fun, but yeah. Imagine having golden Bran and throwing away your Shutterwalk because it's not good enough. Okay. George is not bad because you won't deal damage to your Bran and your Titus. You'll only deal damage to your beasts and your demons, so he can keep George for 2 turns. Well, this turn included. To shield the Titus and the Bran, and then just fish for another hero power. That's so funny. So he's just looking for more hero powers, I'm guessing. Carapace. I don't know why we're buying Carapace. I guess because we can. Only 160 free rerolls left. I wonder if this new Zao already has Wind Fury, right? I don't think so. Because you were saving the stats, you didn't need to double the generation. I mean, that works until your Greenskeeper gets Leroyed, and then you're sad that the rest of your board is small, right? So you gotta be careful with that logic. If you make one big unit, normally the rest of your board is scam, right? But if you only have one big unit and the rest of your board is tech, that is just begging to get Leroyed and lose the game. It's kind of like old... what's that card again? It was broken at the start of the meta. Apexis, right? It's like old Apexis. Greenskeeper was second, Bird bumps Leroy. Yeah, but that's against noobs who taunt their Leroy, right? Someone who knows your board is just going to put 2 Leroys in the back. And then your one big guy survives and then runs into a Leroy and it's over. Ooh, we got cleaved. But we have Reborn. We don't care. Right, so Apexis used to do this as well, where with Apexis you would get a huge... you would get 2 huge mechs after the first nerf, right? And then you would just run like a bunch of Titus and Macaw, and then someone would just put 2 Leroys in the back and you'd lose with your 2 big mechs. So, like, you gotta... All I'm saying is you gotta be careful when your comp is one big guy and a bunch of tech. That's all. Like, that should be something you have a little bit of an alarm bell in your head where you say, I probably don't want one big guy and a bunch of tech. I want one big guy and a bunch of scam, so my scam can kill his other minions. That's fine. We actually just outstatted that poor Syndragosa Acid Rain, huh? Okay, chat. Well, you guys know what the meta is now, huh? We also have a bunch of new hero powers saved. This is such a treat to watch, man. That's just Jeef being Jeef right now. He's getting the proc too. He's like looking through the hero powers. Where's a Tamsin? Where's a Tamsin? Oh, I need to find a Tamsin. Like, I mean, Tamsin's not even that good, right? Because he's got the small ruins. And he's got the other guy, yeah. You'd have to 2020 again, right? Oh my god, yes. Find Tamsin and start rolling for 2020 again. Please. Please, sir. Roll a 2020 in the shop and then start checking your hero powers, right? Is he thinking about it? That'd be so cool. How do you get the free rerolls? Rylak, Refreshing Anomaly, and a whole lot of procs, chat. Whole lot of procs. Yeah, Jeef doesn't believe in paying for rolling. He's tried it. He doesn't like it. He likes rolling for free more, so I can't blame him. I mean, rolling for free does feel better than paying for it. I might start doing that myself a bit more often. Because we also just saw him do that here. Back to back in the video. Not quite back to back live, I think, but... Streamer client gives you free rerolls. Now with the battle pass, 50 free rolls per fight. I mean, these are great already. Brucon and Lich King. But he can use Brucon and then find a new one later. No, he can't. You wouldn't keep the Brucon ping, right? No, you wouldn't. Do you just keep all these hero powers now? Because Brucon's just solid. He skipped the 2020. Yeah, but he's got Brucon, right? Armor, yeah. Just in case somebody has a way to beat you and then you have your golden news out to maybe get there. Holy stats here, though. Oh, but we're bigger, right? Oh, that's only 2,000. Never mind. This comp could get bigger, right? Because it keeps the stats Whereas a lot of these stats that we're seeing are temporary, but there's just not enough spell power on the other side of the board. Look at that, chat. All these buffs. 8,000, 9,000. He's not really looking for 2020 now, right? I'm just saying that hypothetically, that's what he could do. Fish for Tams and hero power with all these hero powers. But he rolled Brucon, which means he'll get, you know, full shield removal or, you know, 5 out of 7. So that's pretty damn good for an end game. Yeah, GG's. I guess we know what we're playing now.